If you want to know how to use your time more efficiently and how to have more time in your day, then this video is for you. Stay tuned, we're going to find out. Okay, welcome back. My name is Marc Dressen, you're watching MDTV, and today is a rather interesting topic. It's a bit more about time management. This is something I do on a daily basis, and I thought, why not share this with you? It might be of value to you as well. Now, the first question I want you to ask yourself is, why do you want more time? And this is crucial because you're going to have more time in your day, and if you don't know what you're going to do with it, so I think that's something very, very good to think about before you go any further in this video. And I actually made a video about purpose in your life. If you want to know what you should be doing with your time, watch that video. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the very first thing is I believe in continuous learning and continuous education and reading books and stuff like that. So now in our lives nowadays, it seems like it's very difficult to find the time to read a book and to go to courses and stuff like that, because you've got a job and you've got maybe kids and stuff. So how do you do that? Well, one of the very best things I found, and this is tip number one, is to actually explore podcasts. So people actually recorded books and you can listen to them, something like Audible or SoundCloud and stuff like that. These are brilliant sources. And the way I do it is basically I go to the gym and or actually it starts when I walk out of the house towards the gym. I pop in my earphones and I selected a podcast I want to listen to, something I want to educate myself in. I'm very much interested in continuous learning in terms of entrepreneurship and how to grow business and stuff like that. So that's what I listen to, but it doesn't matter. You can listen to whatever you want. But now, how does that save you time? Well, if you wouldn't do it on the way to the gym or while you work out and you listen to that audiobook, you would need to find that time somewhere else in the day. So you sit basically at home and you listen to it and you're not doing anything else. So I think another good idea is actually when you drive, you listen to podcasts and stuff like that. Because what is funny, and I used to do that when I was driving as well, is when you drive and you listen to a podcast, later on when you drive the same route, you might remember things which were actually said in the audio. So that's quite a really, really good thing to do. And it saves you probably 30 minutes to 1 hour of however long this podcast lasts in a day. So you already saved an hour a day. Okay, number two is basically outsourcing workforce or workload, meaning that you find someone else who's better at what you do or what you want to do in a certain field, and that way it frees up your time. Now, I know in one way it's going to cost you money, so you need to put down some money, but at the end of the day, time is something you can't duplicate. Money is something you can duplicate. So what do you choose? Once you know what you're doing with your time, then you want to have more of the time to be able to do that. So for example, it can start with, let's say, cleaning your flat, right? If you're the person who wants 2 more hours in a week, then, or however often you clean your flat, hire a cleaner. It's sort of inexpensive and it saves you another 2 hours in your day. Now, if we go into more details of, let's say, running your business, you could also hire people. Let's say you're not good in marketing, you have no idea how to market your business, hire someone who's good at that. Pay him money and it will definitely pay out. So this is tip number 2, and that can save you up to, I would say, 1 to 2 hours a day. Okay, number 3 is basically making your workouts more efficient. So in a way, train harder, less rest time, more intensity. So when you go to the gym, instead of working out 1.5 hours, let's shorten that to 45 minutes. Make it nice, short and sweet, but hit it hard. So you really go for it in the gym while you're there. And that way you save yourself another 45 minutes. Because what I see a lot and where you can improve yourself straight away is the rest time in between your sets. So instead of, let's say you go on a bench press and you do your bench or whatever you do in the gym, it doesn't really matter. I see a lot of people run around for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes and wait until they go and lift the weight again. That is way too much time in between. 60 seconds is 60 seconds to 1.5 minutes rest time is the maximum you should give yourself, and go straight back into it. Don't waste time while you're in the gym, and that way you save yourself another 45 minutes. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is food planning, meal planning. this is something where I think a lot of you probably, I've done it as well, waste our time. Is, you know, you're hungry, it's 12 o'clock and you're like, so what shall I eat, right? You've been in that situation. So you run outside, you run around and think, okay, let's eat this today or let's eat that today. Now, this is counterproductive in two ways. It's wasting time, because we're talking about time management, because you need to run around and find something to eat. And then it's counterproductive to your diet. So you're messing up your diet in terms of you're probably eating something which you haven't planned, and it might mess up your goal in terms of weight loss. So what I would recommend is make sure you plan your diet properly in terms of you know what you're going to be eating at each time of the day. And, you know, I created a tool called the meal planner. You can click over here and have a look at that. Maybe it's something you want to check out that will help you to get a meal plan set up properly. And yeah, just follow that. It saves you, again, about an hour or even more. Okay, number 5, this is now my last tip for how to save time, and this is use technology. We're living in the age of technology, of information technology, which means make sure you use the right tools for the right things, and that way it will save you time. I'm not talking about Facebook or Twitter in terms of, you know, just playing on it for the sake of it. You can use them obviously as a marketing tool. But now I wrote down 5 things I'm using for certain areas in my life, and I'm going to give you these examples. Maybe they're to help you as well. So I'm self-employed, I'm running my own business. So in terms of accounting, I use Xero. Xero is an online accounting software which I can use on my phone, and it's very easy to use, and it's linked up with my accountants so they can see what I'm doing, and it's really easy. So outsource that. Saves me a lot of time instead of, you know, at the end of the week doing all my accountants on the books or on the PC or however you do it. Second one is social media. How can you use that properly? There's something called Hootsuit. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but, you know, this is a tool to manage your social media feeds. If you want to use that for business, if you want to use it in terms of Twitter and so on, that's the tool to use. It's really good. I use it as well. Next one is Evernote. Evernote is probably the most, I don't know, it's a brilliant tool. I don't even know how to explain it in terms of what it can do. There's so many things you can do. I think it started off with, if you have an idea and you want to chuck it down somewhere, you can do that, and it links up with your PC, with every phone. So once you write something down somewhere, you have it everywhere else. So it's brilliant, a brilliant tool to use. The next one is a CRM management system, means a customer relationship management. So if you're someone who has a B2C business, who serves customers, you want to be able to stay in touch with them. You want to know that you follow up with them properly, that they get emails and reminders and stuff. So they're, you know, massive companies use something like Salesforce or Soho. And then whatever niche you're in, there are smaller companies who will tailor exactly to your need what you need. So that's something which will save you time as well. Last thing is staying in touch with your audience in terms of a newsletter. I use MailChimp, and I think, you know, there are loads of other tools, what's it, Weber and stuff. So these ones, they will save you time. So all in all, use technology for the purpose of making your life easier and actually saving you time. Now, that's all I've got so far. So these are my 5 tools. I hope that helped you a little bit out. Just make sure that you know what you're doing with your time, and yeah, let me know how you get on. Maybe you've got some other ideas how you save your time. So let me know in the comment box below. And if you like this video, you know, just punch the like button right now. And I guess I'm going to see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.